shut down. Shut it down then. They pixelate pain, sanitize the rage, but I bleed in full color, unscripted stage. Broadcast bands on the sound of defiance. But my mic's a weapon, truth in the lions loaded up. I'm Harlem with a sermon, Moxie with a whale. Preaching decibels, syncopate the tale. Label me explicit cause I speak ancestral. Spit Morse code from the streets, it's essential. Too loud for the lullaby, too loud for the calm. Cracking they signal like a song with a bomb. Every stanza's a riot versus no kinetic. Words cut deep, double-edged and prophetic. Maybe too much for TV, too deep for your view. Say that's strong for your edit, too raw to subdue. Too proud to be silenced, too black to erase. Too real for your networks, I flood every space. Too bold to be branded, too fly for your cage. Too loud for the volume, I burst through the stage. I'm the voice they can't filter, the beat they can't blind. Too much for the screen, too rare to rewind. Looking, raised in a crib where the static was gospel. Pop's voice over vinyl, survival colossal. News never showed us unless we were pain. So we danced through the tears, baptized in rain. They fear the uncut, truth that's unrest. Wrote scripts in blood, past every test. No sponsors, no filters, no script that conform. Just ancestors humming through courtroom forms. Been banned in advance for my verse got heard, but my rhythm defies the coded word. They frame us in frames, freeze us in fear, but I bend every lens till the future is clear. They tried to dim my light, but we shine. Cut our roots, rewrite our rights. No, but we sing through the silence through the midnight.
Y'all come on up in here, hit that like button. We about to get started. Come on up in here, hit that like button. Let's get to it. What's going on, Omni? Peace. Peace, love, reparations, and the blockchain. What's going on, everybody? We're about to get started.
Every syllable strikes like a truth tone moment. March with my melody,
just sending out invites real quick. We're about to get into it.
Pitch bend like a protest, tone shift like seasons. Rapping revolutions, flow packed with reasons. Switch tempo like tongues in a sanctified hall. Testify over snares with a so-so call. Sing it from Montgomery lines to Compton blocks. We too lit for the locks, break digital dots. So hear me or ban me, I'm built to be seen. They can't shut down what was born to redeem. Say it. They can blur the screen, can erase the signal.
Come on. About to get into it, y'all. I'm just sending out some invites real quick before we get started here. So go ahead and hit that like button, get the likes up, and we about to get into it. This is an emergency meeting, man. I think we got to wake up. I think it's time, man. We got to wake up. And I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna break down this big, beautiful bill, whatever it's called, right? We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. I'm gonna show y'all why. It's time, man. This is not time for the games. It's not time for the games, y'all.
This one for the land that tried to drown.
Come on.
But the spirit rise, always rise.
They buried our roots, but the seeds still talk. You can hear them in the water when the spirits walk. Oscarville echoes in the near mist. Ain't no peace when the graves ain't kissed. History bleeds through a southern hymn. Confederate name, but we ain't forgetting them. This ain't just water, it's a swallow scream. It's a black dream drowned in a white regime.
Came up from the red clay faucet, flames lit. Oscarville thriving, black owned every brick. Chopping down progress with a noose and a lie. 3 men gone, 1100 had to fly. Gospel cry smothered by lynch, mob shout. Torches burn churches, then the memories out. Decades whitewashed, property flipped quick. Stolen land deeds, ain't a cent been split. Generations lost in that racial purge. Now they bones under boats in a tourist surge. Say it's cursed.
What's good? What's good? We about to get into it.
And the lake don't heal. They buried our roots, but the seeds still talk. You can hear them in the water when the spirits walk. Oscarville echoes in the lane near mist. Ain't no peace when the graves ain't kissed. History
Come on.
bleeds through a southern hill.
Y'all come on them through in here, tap that screen.
But we ain't forgetting.
We're about to get started.
Ain't just water, it's a swallow scream. It's a black dream.
Let's get the 3K. Let's get the 3K lights.
The name, it's a lie on a lie. Name for a rebel poet who watched us die. Flooded homes, sanctuaries, chalkboard halls.
Oh yeah.
Truth underwater where the empire sprawls. Hydro power fueled by black erasure. White wealth risen from a black erasure. Lake game haunted.
Oh man, we cooking today, man. We about to break it down. The one big beautiful bill is our one big beautiful wake up call. I'm about to show y'all why, man. We about to break it down. We're about to break it down. Time. It's time, y'all. It's time, people. It is time. Don't you think so? I think so. I think it's time. I think it's time we get on code, man. I think it's time we do what we supposed to do. And the stage is just setting up. The stage is being set, and it's all pointing to Black America stand. I'm gonna just tell you like that. It's all pointing to us. It's all pointing to us. I need y'all to understand that. I need y'all to understand that. So the first thing I want to do, y'all, is I want to take some of the steam off this bill that Trump is trying to pass. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all see Elon and Trump beefing. And now, all of a sudden, you know, Elon's crashing out, man. Elon is a national security risk. Let's keep it a buck, man. You know, I think we went over some things yesterday, and there was two good viewpoints that I kind of resonate with the most on what could be the reason Elon is crashing out. One of them, which I'm not so much. Well, I take that back. One of them, I'm not. I was kind of rocking with it, but as I ponder, I'm thinking, nah, you don't crash out like this. So one viewpoint, first of all, peace, love, reparations, and the blockchain to the family. It's the Too Much Moxie podcast. We're going to give y'all the real. We're going to give y'all the real here. We're going to try to have a high level conversation. And if I bring you up on a panel, please bring your high level intellect, not your emotional intellect. When intelligence is high, emotions is low. Try not to get triggered by anything that is said on this platform. Try not to get triggered by anybody on this platform. Okay? Try to keep your composure and just, you know, stand on business. That's what we do here. We stand on business. Okay? So, yesterday, we talked about the billionaires beefing. You know, we talked about that. And if you're, you know, just hold up. If you're trying to come up, just hold up. I'm gonna bring some people up, but just hold up. I gotta set the stage real quick. You know, I gotta get everybody's mind in the right place real quick. Yeah, we do this 4 a.m, y'all. We don't play. It's 4 a.m. on the West Coast, probably 7 a.m. So we get it in early. The early bird is gonna get the worm over here. You know, we're not playing. So yesterday we talked about the beef between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And one of the things that was brought up in the beef was this bill that being called the one big beautiful bill. We're gonna break it down today. See, thank God that we got technology today. We got things like AI. You can really just plug this if you really want to know what this bill is, you can just plug it into any AI and start asking it questions. That's all you really got to do, family. You don't got to sit there and read through this boring big old bill anymore. You can actually be like, okay, give me the pros and the cons of this bill. And you can see for yourself. So it's time that y'all stop paying attention to media. Mainstream media are liars, okay? politicians are liars. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to try to tell you everything bad about the bill, but they're not going to tell you anything good about the bill. They're going to try to. Then you're going to have people that are going to try to tell you everything good about the bill, but they ain't going to tell you nothing bad about the bill. You got to understand, when they put these bills through, when they try to put, they always try to smash all kind of other stuff up in there, and which actually throw the bill off. Which can make a bill go from a good bill to, man, what if, so you mean if I accept this good, I got to accept this bad? If I accept this bad, then you know what I'm saying? It's really like, you know, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's BS. But we're going to break it down here. But yesterday there were some two ideologies that I kind of resonated with. One I'm not resonating with, not as much. The first ideology was the reason why Trump is beefing. Supposedly, Elon Musk and Trump are really friends, and there are, you know, Elon has been losing so much money. He's been getting so many unaliving threats, right? So many unaliving threats that Trump is trying to throw him a bone, and he's trying to give him a way out so he can get his business back going. You know, look good in front of the Democrats again because he's against Trump, and get Tesla back to where it needs to be, even though it dropped 14%, and he don't care. Let me tell y'all, Elon Musk don't care if he lose money, y'all. He don't care. He gonna say what he want to say, and that's just what it is. He gonna say what he want to say. You're not going to buy. You know, nobody's buying Elon Musk. Elon Musk is doing his thing. He wants to do what he wants to do, how he wants to do it. Now, some people are siding with him. Some people are not. That's what it is. Some people don't want to leave Trump, and some people are actually like, man, let's you know, we need to stand on business because. And it's all really behind this bill that we're about to talk about. Everything is really shining light on this one big beautiful bill. So if anything this beef has done, it's shining light on this one big beautiful bill. So supposedly Trump is supposed to be throwing Elon a bone and giving him a way out so he can get his life back because being in the government messed it up, right? Supposedly. That's one of them. The other one, the other viewpoint that I kind of like. Okay, it's a possibility. It's this. So, in all of the Doge and Elon Musk digging into all this information and this money, he found something. You know, when you give somebody access to that much information, you know. Not only did he find stuff on the big names people and low name people, everybody else, but he found something on probably he supposedly saw something he wasn't supposed to see, or they knew he would see, but they thought he would, you know, keep his mouth shut. So supposedly he found some information that can protect him, so he can maybe keep a few people at bay. And he saw something he didn't like, and that's why he's against Trump. That's another viewpoint of that. Some people think, hey man, he in his digging he found something on certain people either in Trump's cabinet or Trump himself, and that's why this feud is going on. That's what it is. Now I kind of can see that, because when you're looking at all type of government information and you're a civilian and you've never seen these things before, you know, it could be shocking. It can make you look at people a different way. And that kind of seems the most, you know, feasible, like that's possible, right? Like he saw something and he kept it to his chest and he kept working and he found some more stuff, because he was uncovering a lot of hidden money and a lot of, you know, government waste. A lot of people were getting paid that shouldn't have been getting paid. Remember all them 200-year-old people that was getting paid on the Social Security? 200 years old, and you still getting Social Security? What are you, a vampire? I mean, tell me something. We got some immortals walking around in America that we don't know about, and that y'all can continue to get paid on money even after you're supposedly supposed to be unalived? I mean, let's talk about it. So that kind of resonates with me a little bit more, because I don't think this is the first one is saying this is all just for show. The second one is saying there's some truth to it, and it's real. But even that, you have to ask some questions like, why now, Elon? Why now after you praise Trump? Why now? Why now? And why are you showing up? Why are you walking around with a black eye that you claim your little son gave it to you? Ex gave it to you. I don't believe in coincidences, people. I really don't. I just don't believe in coincidences. All of a sudden, on the day you're supposed to leave, you show up with a black eye. Who did you get into a scuffle with behind the scenes? Which cabinet member? And I know it wasn't Trump. I know Trump didn't give you that black. I mean, this is all alleged. This is all for entertainment purposes only. TikTok. We don't really know. We just speculating. But you just don't show up to the last day you're supposed to leave the government for an address with a black eye. It just doesn't happen like that. I'm just saying. I don't believe in coincidences. So those are the two things we discussed yesterday. Today, they've been on and off about, so yeah, they've been on it. Man, I think he got into a scuffle with one of them cabinet members, one of them people that's next to Trump. Maybe J.D. Vance gave him a good dealt with, and then that's what it is. But But Elon Musk is crashing out, y'all. He's crashing out. He got information, and maybe that's why nobody's after him, because he got some information. All of a sudden now, Trump is supposed to be a PDF file and all this other stuff, man. Now you want to come, it's not making sense, people. So you gotta just slow it down, and you just gotta start paying attention. It's time that you really start doing your due diligence. It's time that you don't fall for the distraction. You don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And it's really just time that you just wake up. It's time that you wake up. If anything, this beef between Elon Musk and Trump is really telling me, and maybe, if anything, this is the one thing that probably Elon Musk, I can agree with Elon Musk with. It's time to start our own party. That's what it kind of comes down to. It's time to start our own party. No longer will we allow Democratic views, Republican views to confuse and confound. And what's the word I'm looking for? It's time that we no longer allow these two political parties to polarize us. It's time we get out from under the propaganda and witchcraft from both of these parties. Both of them, because none of them is for the people. They're you've heard that. You heard people say there are two wings on the same bird. None of it is for any of us. I think we're witnessing the dismantling of two political parties right in front of our eyes. And we can thank Donald Trump for that. Elon paid for a position that was temporary. He thought it was going to be something else. And ego. Everybody knew it wasn't going to last, right? Everybody knew that relationship was not going to last. And when you got two alpha males in the room, two people that you can't tell nothing to, and Elon was warned about Trump. Elon was warned that Trump was going to stab, somewhere down the line, stab him in the back. So he had to know that was coming. And again, everybody know this about Trump. Trump is not nobody's puppet. He will play the game but he's not your puppet. He's going to do what he wants to do. So if you think you're going to control the Oval Office as an immigrant in this country, and for Trump, you are mistaken. If you even think the small hats are going to control Donald Trump, you really don't know. You really don't know Donald Trump. You really don't understand who he is. You really don't understand who these billionaires are. Let me tell you all, there's a pecking order. It's like it's run like a mafia. You know, billionaires are at the top of the food chain. You got some billionaires that are greater than other billionaires, but they're all on the same board, y'all. They're all on the same board, all around the world. And then you got millionaires. Millionaires work for billionaires. That's it. Who do you think pays them millions of dollars? Only billionaires pay their salary. Billionaires pay millionaires' salary. And then you got these 100,000-aire, and they just like the henchmen for millionaires because millionaires pay their salary. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, family. That's just what it is. It's a pecking order. You know. It goes multi-trillion-dollar corporations. You know, the corporations are always going to be at the top of that food chain. Shoot, they're trillionaires. But they have a board of billionaires. All right? That's just what it is. Millionaires are trying to get to the table. Millionaires are not even at the table, family. If you're a millionaire, God bless you, but you don't get a seat at the table. You just work for the billionaire who actually owns the table. If there's a table that you sit at the table that the billionaire owns. So they feeding you. And you're going to be complicit in everything because you're getting paid. And that's just how this thing works, family. Okay? That's just how this thing works. Now, TikTok is only for entertainment purposes only. Everything I'm saying is alleged. You know, we can't, you know, I'm not in those rooms, so I can't say I know anything. But I got to wake my people up. Let's break down this bill, y'all. Let's break down this bill. Let me give y'all the pros and cons of this bill. And anybody can do what I just did. Listen, I tell everybody, if you have any type of document, any type of contract, any type of congressional bill or anything like that, all you got to do is pop out your Chat GPT, pop out your Google Note, right? Put it in there, and then start asking it questions. That's all you got to do. And it's going to give you the summary. It's going to give you the breakdown. You can say, I don't understand something. Break it down in plain English. Talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old. And it's going to help you understand what this document is, what this bill is. And that's what we're about to do right now. We're about to break it down. So let's get to it. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, H.R. 1, passed by the House. Was it passed by the House already? May 22nd, 2025, is a comprehensive budget reconciliation bill encompassing tax reforms, spending, adjustment, and policy changes over various sectors. Okay? The switch in coming. It's coming. Something's coming, right? So there are some pros about this bill. The bill makes permanent several provisions from 2017 Tax Cuts and Job Acts. It includes a reduced individual corporate tax rate, increased standard deductions, and an expanded child tax credit. So that's a pro. We can really say that's a pro. I mean, everybody wants tax break. Everybody wants lower taxes. Everybody wants that. So we can say that's a pro. So it's an extension of the 2017 tax cuts. Taxes get cut at the top, so you know taxes going to get cut at the bottom. It's kind of like it's fair. Kind of, kind of. So rich pay lesser tax, and then you pay a lesser tax than what you're used to, right? So tax relief for specific groups is elimination of taxes on tips and overtime, which this is something Trump already said he was going to do, y'all. So a lot of this stuff in this One Big Beautiful bill, right? A lot of this in this One Big Beautiful bill is really just Trump telling you, hey man, I told you I was going to do it, now I'm doing it. Okay? So it's an elimination on taxes on tips and overtime, aims to increase take-home pay for workers in industries like hospitality and service. So he's looking out for y'all. He's saying no taxes on tips and overtime. And who wants to pay? If I work overtime, I don't want to pay no taxes. So I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that. Trump accounts introduces tax-exempt savings accounts for children under 18. So think about, so this is where you kind of have to be a financial advisor. You kind of have to understand how college funds work, child savings funds work. He's saying that he introduces a tax-exempt saving for children under 18 with a one-time $1,000 federal tax credit for eligible children born between 2025 and 2028. I don't think anybody's going to see a problem with that. But instead of me go into that deeper, I'm just going to say type it in the chat GPT, get your information from there, or talk to a financial advisor or an accountant. And they're going to really break that down for you so you can understand the benefits of the Trump accounts. Okay? But I don't want to give out any financial advice about that. You know, I'm going to just steer clear away from that. Even though I'm no longer licensed in the industry and I can't get hemmed up technically. But I think y'all need to start doing your due diligence on things like that. Okay? It offers business incentives. These are all pros that we're talking about the bill. The bill offers deductions for research and development expenditures and extends special depreciation allowances for certain properties, potentially stimulating business investment. So it's going to stimulate business investment, business incentives. If you are a business owner, you want all these things. So far, nothing wrong there. We're looking at 3 things so far in this bill that are pros. And I'm only talking about the pros right now. I'm going to get to the cons later. I'm going to get to the cons. It's coming up. The IRS is private owned, not under the government. Okay. All right. Increase SALT deduction cap. Raises the state and local tax. Deduction cap from $10,000 to $40,000 for taxpayers earning less than $50,000. Or less than, I'm sorry, not 50, less than 500,000, benefiting residents in high tax states. So if you come from California, Connecticut, you know, what other high tax states? New York. If you come from high tax states, and you got them state taxes and local taxes, it's going to lower. It's going to lower your taxes in those areas, which is good. Are you some of y'all know what this is. So increase SALT deduction cap, so you get more deductions to write off. Go consult your tax preparer, your accountant, your financial advisor, and really understand what that does. Defense and border security funding. It allocates an additional $150 billion for defense, including investment in advanced missiles, defense systems, and $70 billion for border security enhancement. So far, this is everything Trump told you he was going to do. He just did it, and he put it in this bill. Those are the pros. He's beefed up military. He increased salaries of military people. He's putting the proper budget in hands to protect this country and keep it a superpower, which is a good thing. So far, so good. Those are the pros. And we got 4 pros. We got extension of 2017 tax cut, tax relief for special groups, business incentives, increased SALT deduction cap, defense and border security funding. Great. Trump, you said you were going to do it. You did it. Congratulations. Awesome. But what are the cons? What are the cons? What are the cons? We're going to get into it. This is kind of what Elon was alluding to, was telling you the reason why he's out all of a sudden. The reason why he's out all of a sudden, at least that's what he's trying to say. The reason why he's not rocking with Trump is because this thing is going to actually cost too much money, y'all. This thing is going to cost us A lot of money. He's actually increasing the deficit instead of lowering the deficit. So everything he said he wanted to do with Doge to find all this money, right? He's actually in one bill wiped all those gains we got, all that money that Doge found. Trump has wiped it out in this one bill. In this one bill. So let's get to it. Significant increase in federal deficit. The Congressional Budget Office, CBO, projects the bill will add approximately, this is what they say. So the Congressional Budget Office. Did y'all even know there was a Congressional Budget Office? Some of y'all did, some of y'all probably didn't. Okay? They said this bill projects the bill will add approximately $2.4 trillion to the federal deficit over the next decade, primarily due to tax cuts. So just with the tax cuts alone, it's going to increase our deficit by an additional $2.4 trillion. That's the con. That's the con. We always talk about we got to lower the deficit. Isn't that what we want? We want surplus. We thought that Trump was going to bring us in this surplus. But really, he's increased it now. And so far, that is what Elon's trying to say online and his Twitter that, hey man, this bill is terrible because it just removes everything I've done for the country to save the country money to get us into surplus, right? Now in one bill, it wipes all that out. All of it's gone. Gone, 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 gone. It's done. The millionaires are benefiting from the tax cut. Of course they are, but you're going to benefit too. You're going to benefit too. But we're going to get into it. Another con, right? Another negative feature to this bill. Reduction in social safety net programs. Medicaid. Medicaid introduces stricter work requirements and increased fees, potentially leading to 8.6 million individuals losing coverage by 2034. Don't touch my health care, family. Don't touch my Medicare, my Medicaid, my Medi-Cal, don't touch my Medicare. Don't touch my Medicare. Don't touch it. Right? Some people are worried about that. That's a negative feature to this bill. Some people, according to this bill, because of the cost and how much it's going to cost and the things it's cutting out, they had to cut money in order to find money. And it had to increase some things and had to lower other things. So 8.6 million individuals losing coverage by 2034. But what is 8.6 million people in the scope of 300 million people? I just want y'all to look at that. 8.6 million people in the scope of 300 million people. It's still a big number, but if you look at it in a bigger scope, it's a small percentage of Americans. SNAP imposes additional administrative costs on states and shifts a larger portion of benefit costs to them, which may result in reduced access for beneficiaries. So anybody know about SNAP? Do your due diligence on SNAP. FBA have no trust fund or bank. FBA own nothing. Okay, come on. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Buy your own farmland. Okay, great. We're going to talk about that. Great. But understand, brother, you're not an FBA, so why should you even care? You know what I'm saying? Why should you even care? Why should you even care? You always got people, right? This is the issue that we have with other black immigrants. They got a homeland that they don't even care about. They care more about what's going on here in America and what black Americans are doing than their own damn homeland. You got more stuff to worry about than to be worrying about what's going on over here in our politics and what's going on over here in our country. You got a whole homeland that Trump called a shithole. You understand what I'm saying? Go fix the shithole. Go fix that. Go fix that. Leave Americans alone. You know, everybody talking about this fatigue. Man, I got tether fatigue right now. I got tether fatigue. I'm tired of y'all, especially y'all Jamaicans is really, y'all need to just be quiet. Just be quiet. We giving y'all the game by allowing y'all to come into our spaces. Just take the game and then take it back home and run the play there and fix your homeland. And then we can talk. So back to it. And here's what Elon Musk is mad about. Elimination of clean energy incentives. Repeal several tax credits related to clean energy and electric vehicles, potentially hindering progress toward environmental and sustainability goals. So that's a con. That's a con. You know, it is what it is. You know, everybody who got electric vehicles, guess what? All your tax credits you're getting for driving around and making the economy, making the environment cleaner air and all that stuff. Guess what? That's over. That's over. Some people might not like that. Obviously, Elon Musk didn't like it. Obviously, he didn't like it. Healthcare coverage challenges. The bill removes automatic re-enrollment for individuals receiving premium tax credits and eliminates provisional eligibility, which could result in over 3 million marketplace enrollees becoming uninsured. A lot of people are going to lose coverage. A lot of people are going to lose coverage. Is lithium good for the environment in the long run? Come on. Come on. Everybody's stocking up on lithium right now because they know. Everybody's stocking. If y'all know about lithium, I'm just gonna give you I'm gonna just tell you that a lot of people are stocking up on lithium. I'm just gonna say that a lot of people are stocking up on lithium. So read between the lines. Buy on rumors, sell on news. You got to understand that. If you hear the rumor and you do your due diligence and you know something about it, you hop on it. You hop on it before it hits mainstream. If it hits mainstream media, it's too late. You're about to lose money. So, elimination of clean energy incentives, healthcare coverage challenges. The bill removes automatic re-enrollment for individuals, the premium tax credit, and then it's controversial social policy changes. It prohibits Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP, from covering gender-affirming care for individuals of all ages, and move criticized by civil rights organizations. Now, some of y'all care about that. I really have no care about gender affirming care or gender assigning. Man, I'm not with that. But that's a con for all you liberals out there and you people. No, my child, he's a girl or she's a boy, and no disrespect. No disrespect, but me personally, I have a right to stand on business, what I stand on. I don't approve of none of that stuff. You know, if you approve of it, great. You're in America, you can do what you want to. But understand, when you go outside, think about this. When you go out, y'all, a lot of these things y'all can only do because y'all are in America. Y'all get away with a lot of stuff only because you're in America. Go outside the country, travel, and you see it's a whole different system out there. So you're in this comfy little system. You know, I'm going to leave that topic alone, but that's supposedly a con. That's not necessarily a con for me and people who think like me. I'm going to just say it like that. That's not, gender affirming care is not nothing I'm really worried about. Okay, so, but that's supposedly a con. And understand, hold on, let me be real here. A lot of this AI is left leaning. So you got to understand that. A lot of this AI is left leaning. They've indoctrinated the AI with left mentality. So even when you're using AI, you gotta still have your critical thinking cap on and catch this stuff. Because even in AI, it's gonna be left leaning. So if you are left leaning, and I think that's the problem, we got too many left and too many rights. You got too many of this going on, and it's messing us up. And that's why we got to start our own party, right? That's why most people have. Did y'all know that most people are switching over to independent? They're not trusting these parties no more. Most Americans are actually leaning in the independent realm. We won't need health insurance, med beds. Oh Lord, okay, all right. Well, let me tell you like this, Vicky. I know what you believe in, Najara, Cesara, whatever. I don't know how to say it, but I know what you believe in. And I'll just say this: if it's real, awesome, amazing. But we have to prepare for it like it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So until it comes out, we gotta, I'd rather be prepared for the worst, and nothing happens, then I not prepare for the worst, and then the worst does happen, and then I'm, you know what I'm saying? So God bless us if we all get med beds. Y'all go look at med beds on YouTube. Vicky wants y'all to look at med beds on YouTube. Go check it out. If there's some truth to it, get the game. I mean, it sounds good. It'll be amazing. I mean, I could sure use a med bed. I could sure use it. Give me a med bed. I want one at my house. Okay, I want to jump in there and just be healed by sleeping in a med bed and wake up and walk tomorrow. So that's all I'm saying. I'm in a wheelchair, so give me a med bed. Please give me a med bed. Give me a med bed. I'll take it. But until then, this is what we got to deal with. We got to prepare it. We got to prepare it if it's not even around. If it's so real, Vicky, have you used one? Do you have one? Free energy also coming out. Okay, y'all. All right, it's all good. Y'all just go look up MedBed on YouTube. That's what Vicky wants y'all to look up MedBed on YouTube, and Trump is the Messiah in her world. Trump is the Messiah of the new world, and he's gonna give everybody med beds, and free energy is coming, and all this stuff is about to happen. Najara, Cesara, But we're going to talk about some of this stuff on Tuesday, y'all. QFS, Quantum Financial System. I'm bringing in some heavy hitters here. We're going to have the Murray Math Trading System. We're going to talk to the guy who invented that as well, too. So y'all make sure y'all come in on Tuesday, because I'm giving y'all the game. And we're going to interview some people and talk about the Quantum Financial System, the new system that's supposedly already here. And then we're going to talk about the Murray Math Trading System. If you guys want to know about how to actually understand stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and how to trade those things and make money. And also it works through cryptocurrency too. So both of those things are going to be sold up. Come back on Tuesday. We're going to chop it up with some people that are going to give us information. And we're going to chop it up with the man that invented the Murray Math Trading System. This guy hasn't lost money in over, I don't know how long. Probably longer than 10 years, because I saw a clip on YouTube. That's how I found out about it. I saw a clip on YouTube or a clip somewhere where brother was like showed his actual track record of his investment to show proof that he hasn't been losing money, and he came out with this system. So just stay tuned for that. It's coming on. If y'all come back on Tuesday, we're gonna chop it up. Again, I'm only trying to bring in high level information to the group. So when y'all come here, take notes, get screenshot, screen record. You don't want to miss this information that we're doing over here. So, in closing, it ends with the CHIP program, and I'm like this: if y'all believe in gender care and y'all don't want that taken away, then you're probably not going to like that. But Trump is really just, to me, even though these are some cons with the bill, these are some things. I think the bill's pretty straightforward in what Trump said he was going to do. And as much as Trump wanted to bring a surplus to it, let's be real, he wasn't going to be able to provide all these tax cuts without something, without it costing something. So the big thing is, the big worry that Elon is trying to say is he doesn't want the country to become bankrupt. So now that we got this $2.4 trillion that we know is going to be added to the deficit, what's the solution? What's the solution? While One Big Beautiful Act aims to provide tax relief and bolster certain sectors like defense and business, it raises concerns due to its projected impact on federal deficit